What is going on, everybody? It's Alex, come back here with another video, and today we are doing another 3-round mock. Now, don't worry, it's just round 1 per usual for all you guys who've been here for so long. We gave you round 2 and round 3 last time, and y'all requested round 3. You got it, you loved it, and you know what? I like it too. It might be an extra 30 minutes of recording and a lot shit time more of editing, but that is perfectly fine with me. As long as you guys love it, it's fine with me. Now, if you guys are new here, remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell as well. Remember to comment down below because our community loves the chat, including myself, because, as you all well know, I don't like to post videos and not be able to talk with anybody. Seeing numbers is great, but being able to talk to people, even better, because you guys also teach me things, because you guys are avid fans. And, just today, I got to understand why the hell you Ravens fans hate your entire wide receiver course. So, it is awesome to be able to learn things from you guys because realistically, that's the best part of this is the fact that I get to communicate with you guys, get to do something I love, get to be able to learn, and get to be able to produce stuff that you guys like. So without further ado, remember to hit that sub button. But you guys are not here for me to blabber on about the channel. You guys are here for a mock draft. So with the first pick, this is the most boring pick because we all damn well know what's going to happen. And again, sorry guys, this is going to be filmed. This usually gets filmed after Monday Night Football. But because of the fact that my home Wi-Fi is a lot worse than my school Wi-Fi, it would take probably about 7 hours to upload this. So I have to unfortunately do this during the day. So again, apologies for this. I'm not 100% sure if TDN updates the draft board over, I'm circling the Eagles, after Monday Night Football, but I'm pretty sure they only update it on Sunday and bring in the Monday night game. So with that being said, we are rolling with this number 1 overall pick with Trevor Lawrence. It's the Andrew Luck / Peyton Manning type of pick. Just a guy who checks every box. We already know pretty much, oh my god, the hair's a mess. We already know that he is going to be a stud in this NFL. He has all the measurables, all the intangibles. He's a beast. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. Some people like Justin Fields more, but after the Indiana game, it's just been a little bit less confirmed that, a little bit more confirmed that Trevor Lawrence is going to be the number 1 pick. So number 2, Jags. Again, you guys have 2 pretty good options there in Luton and Minshew, but pretty good doesn't cut it when you have generational talents / guys who can definitely be a franchise. And again, everybody's saying, Alex, it won't be like 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4, maybe like 1, 2, 6, with all the quarterbacks going. And after this last year, where now 3 teams, 2 guaranteed, but probably 3 teams can pretty much check off quarterback for the next 15 years, I think teams understand that you don't pass on a franchise guy. So with that being said, I think that there's going to be a pretty obvious choice here with Justin Fields. Again, mediocrity is not enough. Justin Fields definitely looks like he can superload this offense. Yes, you guys do need some tackle help, but when there's a lot more tackles down the line that we can choose. We have a second first-round pick, and then, again, you have the number 2 pick in the second round. I think there's a lot better options there than there would be for getting a signal caller. And, again, we don't know if there's going to be a Justin Fields in the next draft. This draft, we do. So Justin Fields is definitely going to be a good commander of a very young and very talented offense, and then a very young, raw defense. This team has a lot of potential. Next, the Bengals. This is the easiest pick, second easiest pick in the draft. Honestly, it could be the easiest pick in the draft. Penei Sewell here to the Bengals. I've seen you guys say you guys need to just go line round 1 and 2. Like, no wide receiver help, just line. And you know what? I don't really blame you. So Penei Sewell is going to be the pick there. Generational talent. I don't really need to talk much more about it because I'm pretty damn sure you Bengals fans totally agree with me on that one. Again, you guys might be like, Greg Rousseau could be an option. No, I don't see Greg Rousseau as a top 5 option, top 6 option. I see him more as like a top 15. And I think that's probably going to be reflected in this draft board. Now, Cowboys, this is a tough one because you guys, I've seen a lot of people tell me you guys want Zach Wilson. A lot of people. But there's a lot bigger of a need. There's a guarantee on having Dak Prescott back eventually, right? There's a guarantee on a lot of things. The thing that's not guaranteed is the fact that you guys have, well, it is a guaranteed. You have 4 cornerbacks, and if not 5, the 5th guy doesn't even matter. You have 4 guys on contract at the cornerback position. Surtain and Farley both fit this team. They both fit the scheme. They both are very good guys. Now, Surtain is going to be the guy who's going to be the pick here. I'm sorry if I irritate you guys with that. Quarterback's not the route we're going. You have a guaranteed guy at quarterback. Somebody, if he's mediocre, you can get another quarterback another year. Do you want to get QB3 or cornerback 1 when you have 4 cornerbacks on contract? You guys are missing Byron Jones. It doesn't matter if you have Zach Wilson there. It doesn't matter if you have Dak Prescott there. If you don't have a secondary, you guys are fucked. You guys don't have the cap to be re-signing a bunch of dudes. You need some high-end talent, and Patrick Surtain is your guy. So let's rock Patrick Surtain here. I think that's going to be the right pick, and I'm sorry if I do upset you guys with that pick. It is what it is. I'm not here to kiss butt. I think you need to get what you need first. Again, I was saying, you don't pass up on franchise guys. Zach Wilson, I'm not 100% sold on. I love Zach Wilson. I had him above Trey Lance long before anybody else did. Well, I can't say that. Long before a lot of people did. But it's not that easy. Zach Wilson has injury problems, which, I mean, as a Cowboys fan, I'm pretty sure you guys are a little bit worried about injuries. He also, yes, he is cocky with his abilities, not just an attitude cockiness, like an abilities cockiness where he does stupid shit, like throws like weird shovel passes and stuff. That doesn't fly in the NFL. It doesn't. You want to be a Johnny Manziel? Stick to the CFL, buddy. And like that's kind of a big red flag on a team like Dallas that is full of some good personalities, like some like very big ones too. You want a good leader there, and I'm a little bit worried about Zach fitting that scheme as well. Dak was on pace for 6,000 yards. Yes, stats don't matter. He was like kind of pretty much BSing it in the fourth quarter. But I think you need to fix that defense and allow Dak to come back in the fourth quarter one more time and let the defense help finish the game rather than the offense. So Patrick Surtain's going to be the pick there. Sorry for a long little scramble on that one, but that is what it's going to be. Now, Chargers. This is going to be an interesting pick, but honestly, is it? No. I think Caleb Farley's going to be the perfect fit here. He fits your scheme as well. These two cornerbacks are so good. So good. Caleb Farley has more talent than Surtain. He just has injury concerns. That's really the big deal. Caleb Farley, to me, is identical to Jason Verrett with maybe a bit better press coverage. So, I mean, kind of perfect scheme fit having Jason Verrett been there for most of his career. Caleb Farley is an absolute stud. And yeah, I mean, there's these two picks are like marquee players. These guys are going to both fix the franchise, like on defense. They're just going to be great. Can you imagine Caleb Farley in that defense? The cornerback core is so old, and like being able to allow Casey Hayward to teach Caleb Farley how to play. Wow. I mean, Chris Harris Jr. too, but Caleb Farley's just going to be such a good addition. Now, Panthers, y'all want a quarterback. I know you do. And that's probably the way we're going to go. Micah Parsons is going to be your Luke Kuechly. But it is true, Teddy Bridgewater's on a 3-year contract. And he's been playing okay. I don't support this pick. I don't support a Zach Wilson pick. At all. I support a Micah Parsons pick here. But I know you guys want a quarterback so badly. I know you do. And there's so many better options in the second round for linebacker than there is for quarterback. And I think that the jump from a Micah Parsons to a Zaven Collins, to a Dylan Moses, to even a Nick Bolton, I think that's a far smaller jump than a Zach Wilson to, I don't even think you'd get Kyle Trask. I'm actually starting to like Kyle Trask a lot. I think that, like, to Mac Jones, I'm going to be sticking with the quarterback here. Zach Wilson, this is where the rule restoration can come in. Zach can sit and learn from a very, very good, very calm, very safe quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater, and the fact that he's sitting could actually humble him down a bit. He has a great wide receiver core. You have a great amount of players on that team that have a lot of potential. Zach Wilson can sit, which is I think what he needs to do, and that is going to prove invaluable. And man, you Eagles fans are rejoicing because you have the premier picks of the draft. Jamar Chase easily could be this pick. Easily. He can be your number 1, and then you can move Rager to the slot. I know I was talking to an Eagles fan earlier about this, and that's very true. But I think there's better value at wide receiver in the second round than there is linebacker in this case. Hence, because I believe that we're going to be taking a linebacker here, I think that you got to go Micah Parsons here. At this point, like, your wide receiver core has a lot of young talent. And down the board, there's a lot of young talent too. But Micah Parsons is going to be your savior. He is such an Eagle too. I mean, guys, There's nothing you need more than linebacker. I know you do not draft first round linebackers. That is 100% true. Is this 100% realistic? Maybe not, but it's what you need. So we're going Micah Parsons here. I'm sorry if you guys don't like that pick. It is what it is. Micah Parsons is like he's the best defender in this class, in my opinion. He's the best defender. Better than Surtain, better than Farley. Micah Parsons is the best defender in the class, and it's a huge need for your team. Jamar Chase is it's a need to get wide receiver. Yeah, definitely. But not nearly as much as that defense. And if you want Carson Wentz to stay there, you're going to have to help him out on defense. He cannot be winning shootouts with how like many turnover worthy plays he's been doing, and being able to allow him to be comfortable with his defense maybe will allow him to just relax and be able to focus more on his own game plan than having to win the damn game. So rather than having, this will have a lot more repercussions than just having to deal with the defense. I think that it will affect the offense in a great deal, having a true signal caller for the next at least 10 years. Micah Parsons going to be the pick, and I'm not sorry for it. Now, Washington football team, you guys do need quarterback. Trey Lance is definitely a good option. Now, to me, he's like a top 15, top 20 option. But it is a quarterback. Quarterbacks, this is a potential franchise guy here. I think that he could work really well with Terry McLaurin. I don't like the fact that we don't get to have Zach Wilson here. And that's unfortunate. Realistically, if I wanted to make you guys happy, I would have went Micah Parsons here, and then I would have went Jamar Chase here, and then I would have went Zach Wilson. That would have made you guys super happy, right? But Trey Lance is such a good option, too. He's a really good option. He threw 29 touchdowns, 0 picks last year. Had a little bit of a stumble this year, but that's okay. You got Alex Smith. You can re-sign him for one more year if you want to be able to train Trey Lance how to be a solid quarterback in this league. I think this is the pick. Again, it's the second round. Are you going to be going for a Mac Jones, or do you want a Trey Lance? I think that you get Trey Lance. If he busts, you get another top 10 pick again. You go again. But this is a guy who has a high amount of potential. He has the running ability. Imagine pairing him with Antonio Gibson. Like, that's going to be a really good pairing. Imagine option plays with Antonio Gibson. That's going to be awesome. So, again, Trey Lance is going to be a great option here. I think that he is a potential franchise guy. I'm not completely sold on him. However, it is going to be the pick. Now, we have the good old Lions being able to steal the best wide receiver in the draft. Now, again, is this realistic? Maybe. I had Jamar Chase falling to the Patriots last time. So this, of course, is not out of the question. But I think you guys would be pretty damn happy with that. I know he's kind of similar to a Golladay, but man, he is so much better in like many aspects. Maybe not better as an aggressive catch guy, but he is just an all-around true number one. I think him paired with Golladay is going to create like the two twin towers. And again, he's only like 6'1" versus 6'4". But Jamar Chase is just that dude. So you guys need that weapon. You guys are going to get that weapon. Now, Falcons, you still owe a shit ton of money on Matt Ryan. And I talked with you guys last time about this. I forgot who it was in the comment section. You guys can always talk out in the comment section and say, hey, it's me. But thank you guys so much for telling me about how that contract's structured, because they do say they want to move on from Matt. But can you get quarterback 5 at pick 10? Like, come on. I said this about the Bears. Can you get quarterback 5 at pick 16? Not really. However, maybe. That's one that we have to check out. But like now you're having the premier edge rushers in the class. And we all know quarterbacks 1, pretty much edges 2 with like positional value. So we're going to be going Quiddy here. I don't think Gregory Rousseau is going to fit nearly as well as Quiddy. Quiddy has been adding new weapons to his arsenal and has been doing really freaking well. Michigan has not been doing well. Quiddy's been doing really well. I like him a lot. He fits the scheme. It's going to be awesome. Now, Dolphins, we already know where the hell we're going with this one. Jalen Waddle's going to be our dude here. Definitely pair him up with Tua. He's comfortable. Jalen Waddle's a weapon. Devontae Smith arguably is a better guy, but not for this scheme. I think that Jalen Waddle's going to fit this scheme a little bit better, and he's going to make you guys a really happy wide receiver core. Like, you have a lot of weapons. You have a lot of big dudes. Jalen Waddle's going to be your guy, and you don't have to pass on Jamar Chase for him. So at least you don't have that guilt. Now, Broncos, you guys need a corner like it's nobody's business, and J.C. Horn's going to be your guy. I hate to do this because I always want to give J.C. Horn to the 49ers because I know you guys need it so badly. But, man, like, it's either going to be him or Gregory Rousseau, right? Like, can we go and get J.C. Horn instead? Your cornerback core is really old, but then again, Von Miller is on a contract here. So do you want to pair Bradley Chubb with Gregory Rousseau? Or do you want to re-sign Von Miller, who's been injured pretty much the past 2 years? I'm a little bit confused on that. Let me know what you guys would do down in the comment section. When Gregory Rousseau's on the board, it is kind of edge 1/2. It's edge 1.1, I guess you want to call it, versus cornerback 3. So this is a legit question here. Now, we could be going Gregory Rousseau here, and I think that might be the pick. Last time I went Kwity Paye, you guys weren't too happy on that. But I think that maybe getting a Tyson Campbell in the second round might give you a little bit more value than, let's just say, who else? Azeez Ojulari. Because I think that it just doesn't hit as right. Or Jason Oweh is going to be going in the first, man. I love the guy. He's a 4-3 type of player. It's just you don't really pass up on that type of talent. Gregory Rousseau is going to be the pick here. I'm sorry, guys. Von Miller coming up on a contract here. He's going to be worth $100-something million. You guys are already in a rebuild mode. You cannot be spending that much money on getting a dude who's in his 30s. It's not possible. Save your money. Be able to maybe sign a quarterback or just be able to tank one more year. You have all the young talent there. Be able to save your franchise. And again, we can always go corner in the second round. But again, I don't think J.C. Horn is going to be maybe the best fit in with the Broncos. Again, like you already have enough corners there to where you can pass up on a big need like you are going to be losing Von Miller. So Gregory Rousseau, someone who's raw as well. So being able to learn from guys like Bradley Chubb is going to be very crucial. Now, Vikings, I've been doing this forever. You guys need interior offensive line like it's nobody's business. I know Ezra Cleveland's there, but you don't pass up on Wyatt Davis. Wyatt Davis is slightly a generational talent. I would say slightly because he's really fucking good, but let's just not jump to the point where he is going to be one of a kind. So Wyatt Davis is an absolute beast. If you guys watch the Ohio State games, like the running lanes are always huge, and that's because of Wyatt Davis. And of course, also Myers as well. But we're going to be just talking about Wyatt Davis right now. He is really talented. He's really talented. He's going to be able to help when the team just paid a shit ton of money for a very injury-prone running back. You need to make sure that he has as much time before contact as possible. You don't want him taking in too many hits immediately. Just be able to live, breathe, and just run the fucking ball. So Minnesota, you guys are going to be rocking Wyatt Davis here. I don't think you guys would ever get pissed at that. Kyle Pitts, of course, is going to be going to the Patriot. Because I don't know, actually. Let's hold on a second. I was about to just pull the trigger. We could be going Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth, too, not right now. Pat Freiermuth in the second round could definitely be there. Because I don't know how many teams really need a tight end that badly. Maybe besides the Jaguars. So we could be going there to the Jaguars. And honestly, I assume because of the Jags, we're going to be going Kyle Pitts. The Jags are a threat to steal maybe a Kyle Pitts as well as a tackle. So, honestly, just get the weapon. Kyle Pitts, to me, is the best offensive weapon in the entire class. He's better than Jamar Chase, in my opinion. Just, watching him play, he's on another level. And I'm sorry, guys, if you guys do hear the fan. The fan might be going off because Apple computers within 20 seconds like to go shh. So, it's a problem. But J.C. Horn's going to be the pick here to the Niners. Again, this probably wasn't going to be here. That would have made it a lot harder for me to choose, but I still probably would have went in a boundary corner here, and maybe whether that might even be reaching for a Tyson Campbell. It's just you guys need corner like it's nobody's business. But because of the fact that pass rush is the number 2 need of all teams, number 2 value, it's going to be pretty helpful to the Niners to be able to steal a corner right there. Now, Bears, what do I do with you? We always go tackle here, and I think we're doing it again. You guys are going to go crazy, but this is a no-trade mock draft. The Bears could easily trade into the top 5. If they want to franchise tag Allen Robinson, let's just say they franchise tag Allen Robinson, what's a team that needs a wide receiver, right? The Eagles. Let's just say they want to give AR-12 as well as their first to move up with the Eagles, to select Trey Lance. That is 100% plausible. 100%. Even if they want to move up with the Jags, if they want to do some type of trade with the Jags, that is plausible. But this is a no trade draft. We're going to be going Christian Darrisaw here. He's going to be an absolute plug-and-play player. The offensive line's been garbage. You cannot drop any quarterback into that team and have them be successful. You saw even Trubisky was having a hard time. Thank God for his mobility, but if it wasn't for his mobility, he'd be getting crunched 24/7. So Christian Darrisaw is going to help out. We might be getting a quarterback in the second. So I've been getting a lot better feeling about Mac Jones. He's been playing pretty well. Again, I'm not sold on him being a top 3 round type of guy, but we'll see about that. We'll see about that in round 2 and round 3. So remember, you guys check out that. If you guys get mad about this pick, always check out the next rounds because there's always a strategy. Now, oh, interesting. I didn't know the Raiders like jumped up this much. This is a quite interesting pick. I've never had to be able to roll with this type of pick for you guys. That's actually very interesting. So linebacker could be a need, but really, I don't think so. You guys have some really young talent there. I don't think that's like something you want to reach in the first round for. Of course, we all know that Chucky is going to draft a guy from like down here in the first. Which honestly, low key, I could see him going for Nick Bolton. That'd be such a Chucky thing to do, and that'd be a great pick. You guys do need edge help. Takk McKinley there's obviously something wrong with him. He has not been producing. If the Falcons couldn't trade him away, that's not a good sign. So having to release him and he's bouncing around teams. He wasn't even on the damn Bengals for too long, who just got rid of Dunlap. I keep thinking Carl Lawson. He said Carlos Dunlap. So I'm not really confident in that. You can never get mad at a guy who is just a stud like Joseph Asai. Just an absolute beast. Your wide receiver core is fine. Your offensive line, it's not a need right now. They're getting old, but not that old where you need to invest at first. Get some edge help. Your secondary is doing pretty well. They're just young. They're growing. And the linebackers are fine. Help out that D-line. Joseph Asai is going to be a beast. And again, if you guys want me to go interior right there, like a J2FLA, check round 2, round 3. Because these dudes do fall. I'm not a fan of interior defensive linemen, and when a guy like Joseph Asai is on the board, who is one of my draft crushes, that is just invaluable. Now, Ravens fans, finally one of you spoke up. Finally one of you spoke up and told me why you guys do not like your wide receiver core. It's because you're a bunch of slot guys. You have Duvernay, Hollywood, who's a deep threat, but he's like more of that small slot build. And, Snead is mediocre at best. And then Boykin, again, he's just mediocre at best. I finally understand you. So now I'll be looking for a guy who is much larger at wide receiver. Let's check out Terrace Marshall's height. So 6'3". So Terrace Marshall, very, very heavily might be the pick here. Because I'm pretty sure Rashad Bateman's around 6 foot. Yeah, he's 6'1". So again, 2 inches might not be that big of a difference. But it kind of is when you need a guy with some speed as well as some good route running. Again, Terrace Marshall for me, I want to show you guys where I have these guys ranked. So where are you guys? So I have them right next to each other, Bateman and Marshall. Again, this is not fully updated. Again, TDN likes to mess around with the rankings whenever you do a draft. It's kind of weird. So Rashad Bateman to me is a good route runner, but I think you have that. You have plenty of route runners. You don't have your big threat. Terrace Marshall Jr. is going to be that big dude. He's 6'3", 200 pounds, has speed. He's shown to actually be able to carry a team with a pretty mediocre quarterback, if not ass quarterback. So he has prevailed through the butt cheeks, and he's going to be able to help you guys out. You guys finally have a good number 1 option that is not a slot wide receiver. And that might be able to open up the talent for Hollywood Brown, the talent for Duvernay, the talent for James Prochet. These guys, like Terrace Marshall, could be your dude. He is definitely an all-around type of guy. I like him a lot. So you know what? I would usually scoff at the idea of taking Terrace Marshall above like an edge player per se, but with how your team is built compositionally, you guys probably do need a bigger dude besides a tight end. And Terrace Marshall's your guy. He's definitely been able to work well in a really crappy offense. And you guys have a good offense. So now we have the Giants. Very interesting that you guys are here because I normally would be going a linebacker at this spot, which I very well might be because you guys definitely do. Like being able to add JOK to this linebacker core could definitely be a big addition. I don't think that Danny Dimes, you guys are not going to be here for the record. Danny Dimes just got injured. So you guys are totally going to get a much better pick than this. But again, you never know. So for now, we're going to be sticking with this. You guys do need a linebacker to pair with Blake Martinez. And I think that you can add in JOK here because he is great at coverage. Maybe not the best at run stuffing, but Blake Martinez is great at run stuffing, right? So being able to add them as a 1-2 punch is going to add some really good versatility to this defense. And again, I think some corners could be there down the line. I really like the idea of getting a boundary corner, like let's just say Paulson Adebo in the second round. Like you can even get a TJ Carter in the third, who has that man coverage ability, similar to DeAndre Baker in my opinion. So again, before you guys are like, oh dude, there's so many corners on the board, I think that JOK is going to be a really good 1-2 punch there. And that's where we're going to go. I think that's going to be a huge addition to this team. And I don't know how the hell Devontae Smith is falling. I think he's an absolute stud. But, again, it is what it is. But, again, like, just imagine that duo. Imagine that duo. I think it's going to be a great combo. JOK is an absolute monster. Now, I done this last time. Eric Stokes is definitely going to be to the Cardinals. It's just, I don't even need to talk about it. The corner core is kind of nasty. So we're going to leave that as it is. Now, Bucks, we're going to be going to a Fele most likely for you, but let's look at the other options. ETN, you don't need a running back. Wide receiver core, you guys are stacked. Line, you guys are doing pretty damn well as well. Defensively, you cannot re-sign Ndamukong Suh. That might leave us to going J2 Fele, because Ndamukong Suh is going to be a lot of money. And you guys have plenty of guys that you have to re-sign, especially in your edge class. Being able to pair J2 Fele with Vita Vea is going to be a really good combo. You're going to be able to continue stuffing the run, and J2 Fele has a lot of weapons in his arsenal. He's going to be a really good talent there. And again, I don't like interior defensive linemen. I'm a fan of J2 Fele. So being able to say that, he has everything that you want. He's an absolute stud. I like him a lot. Now, it's a little bit unfortunate because we could have gotten Devontae Smith here. So, I'm sorry, Dolphins fans. We could be even going Devontae Smith. If you guys want, like, that 1-2 punch. But, again, do you really need that? No. You don't need another receiving back, too. Like, that's not a need whatsoever. So, we are kind of stuck within a little bit of a pickle situation here. But, looking at it, I mean, we could easily be going Elijah Vera Tucker here. That definitely could be the pick. Getting a guard protecting Tua, that's not a bad pick whatsoever. Again, I think we might be going a linebacker in round 2. So we'll see where that goes. But getting a guy like Elijah Vera Tucker could easily be a solid pick here. Again, it's kind of weird to think that the Dolphins continue to have 2 first-round picks, but you guys somehow do the system really well. You guys are pretty much in the playoffs, and yet you guys have 2 2 good picks. So cheers to your organization. But Elijah Vera Tucker he's been a PFF darling for a while, and then I've liked him a lot too. So watching him play, he's an absolute stud. Being able to pair him with Austin Jackson too, guys, get along with the program. Like, you're gonna develop a line synergy, some chemistry already coming in. It's gonna be a pretty freaking awesome line there. And again, you invested a number 5 pick in an injury-prone quarterback into you want to protect him. Now, this is another super easy pick for me. The question is, where do we want to go? Because there's 4 tackles on the board. Because Costanzo just got hurt. I think he got hurt his knee, so he's out for the year and arguably for his career. If he's not, he's going to be back for 1 more year max. That's just the way it's going to go. So the question is it Samuel Cosme, who's going to be a stud left tackle, Jalen Mayfield, who's going to be a stud regardless of where he is, or is it going to be Liam Eichenberg, who's also a beast? I'm going to be going Samuel Cosme here, though. Samuel Cosme is he's such a good player. I love him to death. Jalen Mayfield has the upside. Eichenberg is consistent. Samuel Cosme is a combination of both. He's just an absolute stud for Texas. He has been forever. They do a really good job in the run game. They do really well in the pass protection. Samuel Cosme is just an all-around beast, and he's been doing it consistently for years and years. People have been looking up to him a lot. Apart from Penei Sewell, he's the best tackle in this class. Now, next, the Browns, you guys need a linebacker. This is where I'd usually go JOK here, but you guys could be going edge as well, and this is where I could see Azeez Ojulari going. But again, there's not enough value there per se. You don't need tackle, for Christ's sakes. We could be going Shaun Wade even here. So this is a tricky spot. But you guys might not even have Odell Beckham Jr. So could we go Devontae Smith? How weird would that be? That'd be a really weird draft pick, right? That'd be a really weird one, and I'm not comfortable with it. So we're going to be going away from that, but just keep that in mind. We could be going interior offensive line here. This is a really tricky pick. I've never had to be in this situation, to be 100% honest with you guys. So we're a little bit stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm going to be going Shaun Wade. Pairing him up with a former Ohio State cornerback is just going to be a great option. Greedy Williams hasn't been the greatest guy in the world, to be 100% fair. I haven't really seen him pop off on tape. If you guys have, of course, let me know. But getting another first-round corner, I don't think that's going to be something you scoff at. Shaun Wade is a top 5 pick if you want to stick him solely in the slot cornerback position. So Shaun Wade's going to be a stud there. So again, it's just positional versatility where he's lacking. And again, he can learn from Denzel Ward all he wants. Greedy Williams, he has potential, but Shaun Wade is just going to add to that secondary. The Browns have been letting up quite a bit. I would usually get edge there for them, but I don't really see something besides Jason Away here that I would get. And Jason Away doesn't seem to fit that that aggressiveness that the Browns have. And Shaun Wade, if it wasn't for him getting hit out with targeting, they probably would have faced and lost to Joe Burrow in the Natty. So Shaun Wade is an absolute beast. Never really get pissed off of that pick. I would never. So Shaun Wade is now there. Jaguars, you guys need protection, and man, you have a plethora of options, and I think we're going to go Jalen Mayfield here. I mean, you can never go wrong with somebody who shuts up Chase Young. Like, he just straight up shut him down. That's going to be great. I don't need to talk about it anymore. It is what it is. Jets, you guys, for some reason, love George Fant. I don't, but Devontae Smith's here, and you can't let that pass. You guys want a weapon? You guys get a great weapon. I don't know how the hell he fell. Devontae Smith's one of my draft guys as well. I love him. But, man, I'm just a little bit surprised about that. And I'm going to be kind of a broken record here, guys. We're going to be going Jason Away here. He fits this Titan scheme so much better, and I don't know why. It's just like I feel he works so much better, like in like the speed and everything along with a guy like Harold Landry. It feels right. It feels right. This aggressiveness, this strength, the brutality that a guy like Jadeveon Clowney brings, it's not working. I think it's time to get some more speed in there. It's time to add a new dimension to the pass rush. And Jason Away is going to be that type of guy. 4.3 speed. He has everything you really want. He's just a overall really damn solid player. I like him a lot. I think he's going to fit very well into this defense. And I think that's the reason why he's a first round, not a second round for me, because he really does fit with just the speed and the finesse that the Titans really should be bringing. So I think that's going to be just a great choice. Now the Bills, yeah, you need a number 2 corner pretty badly. I've been rocking this for a little bit. Darian Kendrick's been playing really, really well, and he's definitely a good boundary corner. So pick up Darian Kendrick here. He's going to be able to play lights out for you guys no matter what. And that leaves Rashad Bateman to go to the Packers. I think that's going to be an excellent pick. You know, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Packers definitely could use. I mean, it is kind of a Devontae Adams 2.0. I said that last time, but again, can you really get pissed off at that? Devontae Adams is much more. I think Rashad Bateman's a little bit more of a slot type of guy than Devontae Adams is. So being able to add Rashad, he's very versatile. I think that's going to create a nice 1-2 punch there. I was really much more down for like the speed of where's he at? Where's Moore? Where the hell did they put Moore? I probably just totally buzzed past him. Rondale Moore. I would have probably taken him there, but I don't know if he actually fits that scheme too well. It's just we have speed burners like playing on his name again, Equanimous St. Brown, but really don't really use him too much. And Rashad Bateman can get open in the short game. He has good separation skills. I like him a lot. That being said, either we're going Creed Humphrey, or we might even go even more speed with Rondale Moore here for the Chiefs. I think you need to protect your $500 million man here, though. Let's hold the brakes a little bit. Creed Humphrey's going to be the guy here. Now Saints, I went this for you guys last time. You know, Quan Alexander has been doing a really damn good job for you guys. A really good job. But you need more than one linebacker. You need more than one linebacker. And you guys are not moving away from Taysom Hill, because he's been playing. I mean, he hasn't been playing that great, but you have like a straight up, like we all know Sean Payton has a freaking hard on for your quarterback right now. But you know, you might as well strengthen that defense. And there's unless you guys don't sign Marcus Williams, if I'm not mistaken, then there's no real need at safety either. But Dylan Moses is gonna add a great addition to that defense. You know, you always need more than one linebacker, and Dylan Moses is just that high end of a linebacker. Again, Zaven Collins could have been the pick there, but I think a guy like Dylan Moses has a little bit better of a pedigree, and he's a little bit less risky. And when you have a very strong defense, you kind of take the safe guy who's definitely going to be a very talented dude over a guy who could be a straight-up bust. Now, Steelers, we all know we're going to be taking a lineman later in the draft, but we still could take one here. Like, there's no doubt in my mind we could definitely take one, but we could be taking ETN as well. Like, we all know that James Conner has been very inconsistent. Could we take a cornerback? Maybe. But we could also take a lineman. And like we all know, Villanueva is kind of on his last legs. So I think this might be the right pick, especially when you have a guy like Eichenberg and Redun's here. When you have a guy like Eichenberg, I mean, man, I know Banner could be the guy. It's just, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. You know, the Steelers, we can't just be replacing guys with like 80% of what used to be starting there. Like, again, it's just going to, when you're wanting Big Ben to last another year, you kind of make sure he's okay. And ETN could be the great pick here. He could be the solid pick. But the Steelers, when the hell did we draft a first round running back? Ever. Never. So get a lineman. Eichenberg's going to be the pick here. I think Eichenberg is the best guy on the board right now. Just stick him in there. We really need help. I know there's a lot of other things that we could be going there, but that's where we're going to go. We need to protect Big Ben. We need to protect whoever the hell goes back there. We cannot be filling spots with Chukwuma Okorafor basically being, even though Chukwuma's been playing great, we cannot just be having Chukwuma Okorafor fill the shoes of a top 10 lineman. He's definitely not going to be like top 5, top 10 tackle in the draft, or not the draft, in the league. So get somebody who could be. And Liam Eichenberg is definitely that type of guy. He's a first-round talent for me right now. So let me know what you guys think. Round 2 coming up, round 3 after that. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. It's coming out every single night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the far side. Peace.